Picture the worst deal you've ever heard. You walk into a buffet, food everywhere, hot food, cold food, the whole setup, and you just leave. Don't pick up a plate, walk straight back out. That's what a leopard does every single night, outside your tent. Because the forest at 3 a.m. is not empty. Bears are moving, cats are hunting, wolves are maybe 30 feet from where you're unconscious. Every single one of them can smell you. They know exactly where you are, and they still don't come in. Why? It's not one reason, it's 6, and each one is older and stranger than the last. Here's the thing your ego will love, but your brain will struggle to accept. You are, to the animal kingdom, something to be genuinely afraid of. Biologists call it the landscape of fear, the mental map prey animals build of their territory, where the lions are, where to avoid at sunset. Every animal updates this map constantly. Humans appear on that map, not as prey, as danger. A 2016 study in PNAS played audio to wildlife, large carnivore sounds versus humans just talking. Normal conversation, no threats. Animals were twice as likely to flee from the human voices, and fled faster. We don't rank alongside apex predators in the animal kingdom's threat system. We rank above them. And the reason goes back further than you'd expect. 60,000 years ago, Australia had a predator called Thylaca leo, the marsupial lion. Strongest bite force of any land mammal ever recorded. It had survived for millions of years. Humans arrived in Australia. Within a few thousand years, it was gone, along with 23 other large animal species. North America had the short-faced bear, bigger than any grizzly alive today, dominant for hundreds of thousands of years. Humans crossed from Asia 15,000 years ago, gone within 2,000 years. We didn't just hunt these animals, we deleted entire categories of life. The predators alive today are descended only from the animals scared enough to stay away. The bold ones are fossils. That inherited caution passed down across thousands of generations until it became pure instinct. The leopard outside your tent isn't making a decision. It's running code that says, whatever that thing is, don't. You are a warning label written into its DNA. A wolf detects scent from nearly 2 miles away. A bear's nose is 7 times stronger than a bloodhound's. Big cats have the Jacobson's organ, a structure in the roof of their mouth that literally tastes the air like a chemical analysis lab. When these animals get near a sleeping human, they get a wall of data, and all of it is wrong. You smell like synthetic fabric, processed food, shampoo, sunscreen, bug spray, compounds that have never existed in nature before the last 100 years. Nothing in the forest smells like you. And here's why that matters. A predator's hunting system is not a generic kill switch. It's precision software, tuned to specific smells, specific movement, specific sounds. Input the right signals, the program runs. Input something unrecognized, the program stalls. You are a file format the software can't open. When a predator can't read you, it doesn't attack. It backs up and walks away. Before farming, before writing, before any of it, we figured out fire. And fire wasn't just warmth. It was a broadcast signal. Every land animal carries an innate fear of fire. Not learned, innate. Lab animals raised in controlled environments with zero exposure to fire still show automatic avoidance at the smell of smoke. It's preloaded, coded in from the era of massive natural wildfires before modern species even existed. We have been sleeping next to fire for 1 to 2 million years. Think about how many predator generations that is. How many times that signal got reinforced. Fire means humans. Humans mean the end of your bloodline. Until the response became fully automatic. Your camping lantern is a shadow of a Stone Age fire. But the wiring on the other side hasn't changed. That flame still says, walk away. We were weaponizing ancient trauma before we invented the wheel. Movies have completely broken how people think about predators. The fearless killing machine that attacks anything within reach, that's fiction. Apex predators are among the most cautious animals alive, because they have to be. A lion has no doctor. A leopard that takes a serious injury in a hunt either heals alone in the wild while still needing to eat and fight, or it dies slowly. One bad decision is all the margin there is, so every hunt is a calculation. Is this target familiar? Can I predict how it moves? What's the downside if this goes wrong? A sleeping human fails every part of that calculation. You're unknown. The predator has no behavioral data on you. You might wake up screaming. You might have gear nearby. You might have other humans 10 feet away who respond. You're shaped wrong. Bipedal creatures register as assertive. Standing upright is what gorillas do to threaten, what bears do to intimidate. A species that walks upright by default doesn't read as relaxed prey, even horizontal in a sleeping bag. And there's almost always something easier nearby. Why risk you when there's a rabbit in the bushes it's hunted 1,000 times? The math says no. The predator walks away. The exceptions exist, and they follow one pattern. Something in the normal equation broke. The Tsavo man-eaters. Kenya, 1898. 2 lions killed railway workers over 9 months. Became famous enough for films. What the films left out, one lion had severe dental damage from an old injury. Couldn't bring down fast-moving prey anymore. Sleeping humans in canvas tents were the only option left. That wasn't hunting. That was a dying animal with no other calculation available. The Champawat tiger, India, early 1900s. 436 human deaths, the largest kill count attributed to any single wild animal in recorded history. When hunter Jim Corbett finally killed it, he found 2 canine teeth shattered by a gunshot wound. It couldn't hunt normally. Habitat encroachment had removed everything else. Same story every time. Injury, starvation, desperation. One more trigger, the most preventable one: feeding wildlife. When a predator associates humans with food, the inherited fear erodes within weeks. Ancient wiring gets overwritten by fresh data. And an animal that no longer fears you is more dangerous than any hungry one that does. Every person who hand feeds a bear at a trailhead is rewriting that animal's threat assessment of every human it meets afterward. So here's where it lands. You sleep safely out there, not because the dark is safe. The forest at 3 a.m. is full of things built for exactly that environment, while you very much are not. And none of them come for you. Not because they're full, not because they're gentle, not because you got lucky. Because of what your ancestors built across 2 million years of not dying. They fought in the dark with sharpened sticks. They lit fires through the night. They hunted the hunters back until the hunters learned, at a species level, across thousands of generations, that engaging with humans is a losing trade. You didn't earn the safety of that tent. You inherited it. Every night you close your eyes out there, you're cashing a check written in your ancestors' blood across 100,000 generations of very close calls. The forest knows what you are. That sound outside, the rustle, the branch, the pause in the insects, that's not something working up the nerve. That's something doing the math one more time and walking away. Sleep well.